I appreciate the game you put out there, man. Like, it don't go for granted, you know. You're gonna blow up. I can see it. It's just, you know, I see it. You put a lot of time behind it, you know. Like, you get dressed for it. I'm like, damn, yo, this guy's sharp, you know.
Yeah,
that's what's up, bro. I like to see that, bro. I like to see that shit. But
appreciate that.
I'm glad I got you on the phone. If you could give like I'm what 31 years old. I got a baby on the way, baby girl on the way. What's one piece of advice you could give me, man? Because I know you a little bit, you know, you're a little bit more sharper than I am. So I just wanna, if I could get one little piece, then I could just go with that, man.
Okay. One piece of advice based on your you say you're an entrepreneur, so that's good. You dig? Yeah. You're definitely on the right path of just securing the bag for your future. You know, even if you got a job, you know, that's still good that you have a job that's consistent, but you're an entrepreneur. That's the main thing. My advice to you right now that you got a baby on the way, that's a beautiful thing. You dig? So I know, hey man, there's so much blessings gonna come your way because of it. You dig? Especially if you're doing your thing as a father and you're one of those good fathers that want to give your kids the world. You're gonna get so much blessings from that. You dig? So my advice to you, if I was 31 years old and I had a new baby on the way, I'm gonna open a bank account for them ASAP, a savings account for my child. As soon as they definitely take their first breath, I'm gonna have a savings account, an investment account for my kid, and I'm gonna deposit money in that account every day. It don't matter if it's $1, $2, $3, whatever it may be. Every day there'll be money deposit in that account for my child. That's automatics off top. They're gonna get that when they're 18. You know what I mean? And if you're smart, you'll put that in an investment portfolio where that's going to generate money throughout the years. So by the time they're 18, they'll damn near be a millionaire. You dig? If you move correctly and you put it in the right accounts. Now, that'll be the first thing I do. You dig? And just secure the bag. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, secure the bag to secure your future. You dig? You have a family. I don't know if you and the girl are still together. If y'all are together, secure the bag for the future. Put some money aside, stack, and make sure reinvest your paper into what you got going on.
Yeah, no,
Say that again. I couldn't hear you. Your phone broke up. Say that one more time.
Two businesses going on, so.
Say that again. I couldn't hear you. Say that one more time.
I said, my bad. I said, yeah, I mean, we are still together, and, things the last 5 years has been going up, so I'm glad everything's been going good with the money-wise and just the relationship in general. So,
okay,
try to stay consistent and just stay.
So that's a beautiful thing, man. That's a beautiful thing. You dig? Y'all still together, so that's great. You know what I mean? So yeah, that'd be the first. That's my advice, bro. The main thing is secure the bag for your future, for your family's future. That's the main thing. Because at the end of the day, the only thing that's important is that child that's coming up. Even if you and the girl don't work out. But I hope y'all do work out. But just say y'all don't work out. Securing the bag for your child's future ain't nothing more important than that. You dig?
Man, I hear that. I got one last question, because I was like, if I ever get him on the phone, because I know sometimes you don't put the phone number. You just do like like you go with the live chat.
Right.
So if I ever get him on the phone, I'm gonna ask him this question.
Okay.
How do you go with man, what's the word I'm looking for? Kind of like not being scared to take that next step, like especially like I've done a pretty good big moves in my in my life. Like I done bought like a little manufactured home out here, and I'm in Orange County, California, kind of in between San Diego and Los Angeles. So not sure if you ever heard of it. It's like I'm over here kind of by like Laguna Beach, Newport Beach area.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm out this way. So I bought a nice little manufactured home out here. Gonna start a in-home daycare. My dad's side of the family, they're doing good out there with that in Long Beach. So I'm kind of following the blueprint, and I got a moving and hauling business right now that's going really good. I got some contracts for like a commercial like junk removal, so it's going good. But how do you deal with like the fear of like taking these next steps when it comes to business or just life in general? Like how do you deal with like the procrastination? That's what I'm trying to get to. It's like sometimes you're gonna take that like. That like I just dropped like 100 and something grand on like a manufactured home, just like cashed out, and I dealt with a little bit of fear, but I just want to know how like successful people like yourself deals with that. How do you feel with that? Like how do you deal with like that procrastination and that like, man, because it gets a little nervous. You're throwing money around and you work hard, and how do you deal with that?
It gets very nervous. gets very nervous. Trust me, I know. I've been there. I've experienced that. When you when you're spending that kind of money. But the thing about it is this: you have to have faith in your abilities. If you know that you're going to get the money back by just working hard and putting your best foot forward, then there's nothing to worry about, because you're a hustler, you're a grinder, you're ambitious. You're going to get the money again. You dig? Money's never lost. It just transfers from one person to the next. That's just how it goes. You dig? So you have to be confident in your abilities. That's number one. Be confident in your abilities and know the business that you're investing in. That's very important. Know the business that you're investing in. Don't not put your money into situations or an investment that you're not 100% sure about, or if you don't know, like you know the back of your hand. You dig? You have to really know the business, man. A lot of people I know have lost millions just investing in things they had no knowledge of. So it's very important. I always tell people this: a penny saved is a penny earned. Do not be afraid to sit on your money and let it pile up. Let it stack like a Brinks truck. You dig? Let that motherfucker stack. You don't always have to invest because you got 100,000 or you got 50,000 or you got 10,000. You don't always have to invest. You can just sit on your money and let it stack up. You dig? And when the right time occurs, then you make the leap. Then you take the leap of faith when it feels right. You feel me? But at the end of the day, know the business that you're investing in. Anytime you're feeling fearful, that's because you're thinking about what you don't want to happen. Anytime you're feeling fearful, trace it back to what you're thinking about. If you're thinking about what you don't want to happen, that's going to make you feel scared. That's going to make you feel nervous. You don't think about what you don't want to happen. You only think in positive state of mind. You only think about what you want to happen. You only think about the results. That's it. That's all I think about. I don't care that you told me that you're going to come to my house and you're not going to do anything. We're just going to sit and we're going to talk and we're going to watch TV. I hear you, but my intention is to go get some pussy. So I'm only thinking about that. So you know what's going to happen? She's going to give me some pussy. Why? Because I'm only thinking about getting some pussy. You feel me? If I think about her not doing it, it's not going to happen. If I think about the business plan not going to go through, it's not going to go through because I'm giving it negative energy. I'm worrying about what I don't want to happen. I don't think in negative context. My advice to you is this: eliminate negativity out of your life, and you will have that's the life hack. You will live a beautiful, successful life if you eliminate the thought of negativity. If you look at every circumstances, every situation as a positive event, as a positive situation, I can guarantee you that'll save you a lifetime of headache. You will live a stress-free life. You will be able to go through life achieving things. Like, people would think you got a magic wand or a stick that just make things happen because you go through life achieving and accomplishing all your goals because you only think in a positive mind state and you only focus on what you want. That's it. That's your genie. That is your Aladdin's lamp. You can get anything you want and anything you desire if you can just eliminate negative thinking. That's it.
Man, that's right, bro. I like to hear that, man. I like that. I'm glad I gave you a call. I'm glad you answered, man. And I'll be listening to Jim Rohn and Earl Nightingale too, man. Because I listen to you a lot, so I always pick up the little things. Like, man, we got a lot in common, you know.
Yes.
I always at night and still listening to like some.
I love Jim Rohn. Yeah. I love Earl Nightingale. I love Les Brown. I love Zig Ziglar. These are some of the people that I listen to. I love Zig Ziglar. I love so many of these iconic figures that that came and left so much motivation on the world, and I'm just carrying that torch, and for my generation, and for the people that look like me or that can relate to me. You know what I'm saying? Because
I mean, we was around the same area right there. I know you was like in the Bahamas and everything, but you came out, you was like Beach 9. Yeah, I know you said Mott Avenue. Like, I was like, oh dang, he's right around where I was from. Like, dang. And now he rolling around and, you know what I'm saying, big boy toys. I'm like, oh, it's doable, you know what I'm saying? So that's the inspiration too, you know. It's like, yo, he right around where I was at, you know.
Yes.
So making big moves, so this way you could,
yes.
You know, he felt it, you know. This way he gives me a little bit like, all right, you know, we from the same area, we from the same place, and some people just get it and some people don't, you know. And I see you be in the gym too, and you be getting, you know, you be it looks like you got everything organized, and that's what I'm trying to. You got that blueprint going down, and if I could, like, you know, kind of take little things here and there and just mold it my own way, that's exactly what I'm trying to do, man. So you definitely have a follower over here. Every time
Appreciate that.
I see you go live, I'm definitely, you know, if I'm not on the road, I'm not doing nothing, I'm definitely gonna tap in and try to donate something, you know, here and there, to keep the flow going. You know what I'm saying?
Appreciate that,
so,
man.
And then one last thing, how do you do anything like? Because I don't know if you really mentioned it before. Do you do anything like over the phone, like one-on-one that you should probably throw that out there in the chat. Maybe somebody needs, you know.
Oh yeah,
I definitely, like 30 minutes, something like that.
Yeah, I definitely do that, man. I do one-on-one consulting, and you know, I have a number that they can definitely call, and they can definitely book a schedule to do a one-on-one with me. It's in my link in my Instagram. I'll definitely leave it in the description below too, so you can definitely do a one-on-one call with me, because there's so much more game. I also got a Cash Academy for, you know, more information on how to just, you know, raise your DNA vibration and achieve the things you want in your life.
Yeah. It's the Pirates of the Caribbean. Niggas can't fuck with me, man. That boy. It's Likquidcash, I need it all out the stash. I'ma get rich or I'ma get deported. Riding cross country, my Ford Taurus with 2 hoes and they both foreign. These trick niggas about to get extorted.